From the late 16th century to the 20th century, the British Empire established colonies, dominions, and protectorates across the world. But the African continent is where they asserted their full forces of invasion, bringing their culture, language, way of life, and religion, while robbing Africans of their identity, resources, and people through slavery. Among the things they looted from the African people include artifacts that are now being displayed in British museums. According to Geoffery Robertson, the British Museum, which houses more than 8 million artifacts, like the Benin Bronzes, possesses the most number of stolen items from the mother continent. Currently, the UK is facing mounting pressure from its former colonies, asking them to repatriate the objects they stole. In this video, we are going to look at the 10 items stolen from Africa by the British. Number 10. The Crown Jewels from Ghana. Recently, the British Museum and the Victoria and Albert Museum agreed to send back Ghana's looted artifacts after holding them for 150 years. But the funny part of it is that the artifacts will be sent back to the Ashanti Kingdom where they belong on loan terms. We hope that the Ashanti Kingdom gets hold of their treasures and never give them back to the thieves. These artifacts give more meaning and cultural connection to the people of Ghana than they do to the people in the UK. Number 9. Benin Bronzes. The Kingdom of Benin, which is the modern-day Nigeria, was a place full of mystery. The British and Europeans could not imagine that Africans were able to craft the artifacts they found there. So they decided to plunder and loot these artifacts that told more about the African history, culture, and way of life. Among the artifacts stolen from the Kingdom of Benin were tusks, sculptures of Benin rulers such as King Oba, and an ivory mask. Number 8. The Great Star of Africa. The Great Star of Africa, also called the Cullinan Diamond, is the largest gem-quality diamond ever found in the world. The diamond was looted from South Africa in 1905 and presented to King Edward VII. The diamond was shaped into various cuts and sizes and mounted on the head of the sovereign's scepter with a cross and on the imperial state crown. Number 7. Zimbabwe Bird. The bird, which is normally embedded on the national flag of Zimbabwe, stood on the walls of the monoliths of the ancient city built between the 12th and 15th century by the ancestors of the Shona people. 8 of the Zimbabwe birds were looted from the ruins of the ancient city. In 2003, 7 of them were returned to Zimbabwe by the Germans. The eighth bird remains in the old bedroom of the 19th century British imperialist Cecil Rhodes. Number 6. The Maqdala Treasures. In 1968, the British Army raided Maqdala in protest of the detention of its own consul when the relationship between Ethiopia and the British deteriorated. During the raid, they stole Maqdala treasures, which included an 18th century gold crown and a royal wedding dress. Historians say that 15 elephants and 200 mules were needed to carry away all the looted items from Maqdala. Number 5. The bronze head of Queen Idia. Queen Idia was the mother of King Oba of the medieval kingdom of Benin in West Africa. The bronze head of Queen Idia is a commemorative bronze head of the Queen made during the early 16th century at the Benin court. There are 4 known cast bronze heads of the Queen which are currently in the collection of the British Museum in London, the World Museum in Liverpool, and the Ethnological Museum in Berlin. Number 4. The Sekhemka Statue. The Sekhemka Statue is an ancient artifact that depicts Sekhemka the scribe with his wife Seit-Merit. The statue, which was held in Northampton Museum, was the subject of a controversial sale in July 2014 after the Northampton Museum sold the statue to an unknown buyer for £15.76 million. The sale raised questions of the museum's ownership and ethics of selling the artifacts. Statues such as this served as a living image of the deceased and would have been placed in tomb chapels accessed only by priests and family members in order to honor their ancestors. These statues were not intended as portraits but served a more timeless purpose, emphasizing the permanence and immortality of the subject, embodying the fundamental Egyptian belief in eternal life. Number 3. The bronze head from Ife. The bronze head from Ife, or the Ife head, is thought to be a portrait of a ruler known as Oni. The bronze head is one of the 18 copper sculptures that were unearthed at Ife, the religious and former royal center of the Yoruba people in Nigeria in 1938. Number 2. Nok Terracottas. Nok Terracotta sculptures are the earliest known sculptures from sub-Saharan Africa created by the Nok culture of Nigeria, who are known for their exceptional ironworking and terracotta sculptures. The sculptures are figurative with heads or figures of humans or animals, each uniquely crafted. Number 1. The Akan gold weights. Gold weights were essential tools for trade in West Africa until the end of the 19th century. They depicted important proverbs and symbols from the Akan culture, illuminating the intricacies of a complex society and historical network of commerce. The weights represented units and could be adjusted with a drop of solder or copper plugs. They were mainly used to measure gold dust, which was the currency of the region at that time. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Be sure to like, share and subscribe as I bring you more information on the African continent, people and culture.